Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you this morning to the Miss Rodeo America 2023 Pageant Horsemanship Competition. It's a great morning to be here at the South Point Arena. We are thrilled to be in this arena and to start our portion of the pageant. We'd like to welcome Miss Rodeo America 2023 into the arena. And as she rides into this arena carrying this flag, let's take a moment to reflect on it. Some call her Old Glory, others Stars and Stripes, some the Star-Spangled Banner. She is now, and we pray will always be, the flag of the United States of America. She's flown over fields of battle the world around and on top of courthouses and schoolhouses alike in our hometowns across the country. She has stood in our front yards and on the surface of the moon. She has rested on the coffins of heroes and heroines who have given their last full measure of devotion to the cause for which she was designed and stands today. And one of our favorite sights is seeing her carried on horseback at celebrations and rodeos across this great land, just as she is carried by Miss Rodeo America here today. Despots and those with evil in their hearts have feared her. Those in desperation and need around the world have prayed for her arrival. We are blessed today to live in a nation that, despite its trials and troubles, still stands for freedom, for liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We're also grateful that we live in a nation that allows us to be free and celebrate our faith. So if you'd please all remove cover, I'd like to ask a blessing. Heavenly Father, we are grateful to live in a land that is free and allows us to gather together at will and to celebrate our chosen way of life, which is the embrace of family and Western values and a love for our God, and to celebrate his love for us. We humbly ask for your blessing on these young ladies today and throughout the week. They have prepared hard to be here, and we ask your loving hands to be upon them. We ask your blessing on those across this nation and across the globe who are protecting and defending our freedom. Make us mindful of their sacrifices and worthy of their efforts. We ask these things in your name. Amen. Our national anthem singer today is a professional musician, teacher, and equestrian currently based out of Kansas. She's a Colorado native who grew up on a small ranch in northern Colorado. After graduating high school, she had the privilege of attending the University of Colorado, and upon graduation there, she was offered a fellowship at Wichita State University, where she obtained where she was a master's graduate assistant and played with the Wichita Symphony Orchestra. She graduated with her master's degree in music performance in the spring of this year. Please welcome Maggie Barnes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Haley. Haley Fredrickson, Miss Rodeo America 2022. Before we get started, a few announcements as always. Please remember there is no audio or video recording and no pictures are allowed in the arena during our horsemanship competition. We have professional photographers who are doing that, and if you are caught or seen taking pictures, we will ask you to leave the arena. So please, no audio, video, or picture taking during the competition. We've talked many times about how important our sponsors are for Miss Rodeo America. We have some specific sponsors for the horsemanship competition, and we are grateful to those sponsors. We'll be talking a lot about sponsors during this morning, but let's start with those who are specific to horsemanship. The American Quarter Horse Association, they provide funds for use in this event. They also provide the saddle to the winner of the horsemanship competition. That saddle will be presented at Coronation on Sunday. The horsemanship title is second to Miss Rodeo America in the most coveted award given at our pageant. Circle Y Saddles provides a new saddle for the contestants to ride, and they also sponsor the Miss Rodeo America saddle. Rainsman, who has donated splint boots, saddle pads, and cinches for the competition. Also, again, we want to thank the South Point Hotel and Casino, who allows us to use this incredible venue for Michael and Polygon, Ryan Growney, and Steve Stallworth, who's the general manager of the equestrian facility. We're grateful to their support. And as always, Las Vegas Events, PRCA, and Justin Boots are also sponsors of the pageant, as well as horsemanship. While the contestants are all being judged by our panel of judges, there is a top horse award that will be given at the conclusion of horsemanship today, so they are also being judged. The American Quarter Horse Association will select the most outstanding in the performance-ridden horses by the contestants here this morning, and they will be honored with the AQHA Top Horse Award. The 2022 Wrangler NFR Pickup Men will be judging those horses, and they'll give us the results of that at the end. Those gentlemen are Chase Servey and Jason Bottoms. We are grateful to have them today as well. We have 4 more people that are very important for us to introduce before we get started. I've introduced and given them a long introductions that others. We're not going to do that today. If you would like to buy a program which are being sold, there's a lot more information there. 4 incredibly talented people. But a quick introduction. From Erickson, Nebraska, we have Tana Brinkman. From Star, Idaho, Brenda Pickett. From Big Sandy, Montana, Mr. Stan Weaver. And from Childress, Texas, Mr. Strand Smith. Thank you all for being here this week. There are also 50/50 tickets on sale, so if you buy those, that award will be given at the conclusion of this as well. Let's explain how this is going to happen. We are going to bring out Miss Rodeo America to set the pattern so that you all will get to see what the pattern looks like. Earlier this morning, she set the pattern with just all of the contestants in attendance and some discussion with the judges. So that was the official setting of the pattern, but we want to give you an opportunity to see it. If you are familiar with our pageant, you know there are 3 patterns that could be selected, and the judges have selected pattern number 2. So we'd like to welcome to the arena to set the pattern, Haley Fredrickson, Miss Rodeo America 2022. Thank you, Haley. Haley Fredrickson, Miss Rodeo America 2022. We're ready to start the first round of competition with our contestants this morning. We have 14 horses, so there will be 2 rounds of round 1 before we take a short break, and then we will go into the second round of competition, which we will explain at that time. Our first contestant this morning is Miss Rodeo Colorado, Ashley Baller. Thank you, Ashley. That was Ashley Baller, Miss Rodeo, Colorado. We talk a lot about sponsors. We're going to be mentioning some of the sponsors in between the contestants. Circle Y Saddles, I mentioned them. They are America's leading saddle brand. They celebrate 60 years of saddle making in 2020. They are proud to support Miss Rodeo America contestants, and they provide brand new saddles to be used during the horsemanship competition. As a critical component of the competition, these all-around saddles are fit for a queen, and she's making her best riding impression when riding. From the trail to the arena, a Circle Y can be relied on to fit you and your horse well for a great ride. Our next contestant is Miss Rodeo, Illinois, Charlie Stewart. Thank you, Charlie. That was Charlie Stewart, Miss Rodeo, Illinois. Our next contestant entering the arena, Miss Rodeo, Utah, Brady Jill Jones. Thank you, Brady. That's Brady Jill Jones, Miss Rodeo, Utah. Another of our key sponsors is Rainsman, particularly for our horsemanship portion. Rainsman Equestrian is the elite performance brand in performance saddles. Every Rainsman saddle is handmade in Texas and fully customizable with top-of-the-line features to create the highest quality product. They are proud to present Miss Rodeo America with a trophy all-around saddle that she will enjoy for years to come as a reminder of her tremendous accomplishment. Rainsman is your choice for the highest quality saddles and accessories, which makes a better ride. Our next contestant is Miss Rodeo, California, Jackie Scary. Thank you, Jackie. That was Jackie Scary, Miss Rodeo, California. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, New Mexico, Jamie Middaugh. Thank you, Jamie. That's Jamie Middaugh, Miss Rodeo, New Mexico. Wrangler Jeans is the official Western jean and shirt manufacturer of Miss Rodeo America, Inc. Wrangler sponsorship program includes financial assistance to the year-round business operations and scholarship program. Wrangler co-sponsors Miss Rodeo America's color autograph sheets and provides her with an extensive wardrobe of Wrangler jeans and shirts. Wrangler awards gift certificates to each contestant competing in the Miss Rodeo America pageant, and additionally, Wrangler jeans and shirts are provided for the fashion show and coronation productions during the Miss Rodeo America pageant in Las Vegas. One of our longest standing sponsors, Wrangler. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, Texas, Bailey Simpson. Thank you, Bailey. That was Bailey Simpson, Miss Rodeo, Texas. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, Arkansas, Molly Music. Thank you, Molly. Molly Music, Miss Rodeo, Arkansas. Justin Boot Company is the official footwear of Miss Rodeo America, Inc. Justin Boot Company supports the Miss Rodeo America organization's year-round operations and co-sponsors Miss Rodeo America's autograph sheets. Additionally, the company provides each contestant in the Miss Rodeo America pageant a pair of Justin boots, and a wardrobe of Justin boots is provided to the reigning Miss Rodeo America, as well as gift certificates are awarded to the runners-up. Justin Boot Company, Standard of the West. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, Iowa, Emma Bear. Thank you, Emma. That's Emma Bear, Miss Rodeo, Iowa. Our next contestant is Miss Rodeo, Oklahoma, Anna Woolsey. Thank you, Anna. That's Anna Woolsey, Miss Rodeo, Oklahoma. The American Quarter Horse Association, sponsor of the Miss Rodeo America pageant since the early 1970s, continues their strong support of the pageant through their involvement in the horsemanship competition. The AQHA provides funding for the use of PRCA stock contractor saddle horses and promotes the Miss Rodeo America pageant through articles and advertising in the American Quarter Horse Journal. Each year, the AQHA awards a beautiful saddle to the winner of the horsemanship division of the Miss Rodeo America pageant, and they also support additional pageant events and activities. We're grateful for their support. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, Idaho, Taylor Hymas. Thank you, Taylor. That was Taylor Hymas, Miss Rodeo, Idaho. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, Wisconsin, Jessica Moore. Thank you, Jessica. That's Jessica Moore, Miss Rodeo, Wisconsin. Our next contestant is Miss Rodeo, Nevada, Gabby Shahara. Thank you, Gabby. Gabby Shahara, Miss Rodeo, Nevada. From the humble beginnings of a family-run storefront to over 200 stores in 30 states, Boot Barn epitomizes the American dream of hard work, honesty, and value. When founder Ken Meany opened the very first store, little did he realize that his vision and values would help drive what Boot Barn is today. Even though they are a much larger company, they still embrace the down-home honesty that a family-run business represents. From California to Florida, from North Dakota to Texas and Louisiana, They work hard to make sure every boot barn gives you the same personal experience that Ken started years ago. At Boot Barn, they honor America's heritage, our heritage. They believe in quality products and good value, and they've stocked their stores with quality Western and work gear for you and your family. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, Minnesota, Sophia Hillman. Thank you, Sophia. That's Sophia Hillman, Miss Rodeo, Minnesota. Our next contestant is Miss Rodeo, Wyoming, Madeline McElwee. Thank you, Madeline. Madeline McElwee, Miss Rodeo, Wyoming. Moving past the halfway point in our first round is Miss Rodeo, Florida, Michaela Baker. Thank you, Michaela. That was Michaela Baker, Miss Rodeo, Florida. Our next contestant is Miss Rodeo, Montana, Brianne Grimshaw. Thank you, Brianne. That's Brianne Grimshaw, Miss Rodeo, Montana. Established in 2009, Beck's is one of the leading product design and eyewear brands in the world, chosen by customers for its superior comfort and affordability. The professional standards in lightweight eyewear design. Beck's is known for consistent prize promotions. Beck's believes in giving back to customers like no other eyewear company has in the history of the industry. The Beckstravaganza is one of their hallmark platforms that do just that. Featured in Forbes, Beck's is both grateful and energized by the overwhelming support by their loyal customers. If you want to check them out, they have a booth at Cowboy Christmas in the Convention Center. Our next contestant is Miss Rodeo Arizona, Kennedy Riggs. Thank you, Kennedy. That was Kennedy Riggs, Miss Rodeo Arizona. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo Kansas, Zoe Bean. Thank you, Zoe. That's Zoe Bean, Miss Rodeo Kansas. Since 1909, Greeley Hatworks has forged a rich history through its fine hatting and commitment to its customers. A staple in local, regional, national, and international communities, Greeley Hatworks provides not only a service, but an outlet of personal expression for anyone interested in wearing a hat. You can find Greeley Hatworks in publications like Esquire, Cowboys and Indians, Vogue, American Cowboy, and many more. You'll also be able to spot Greeley Hatworks custom hats on television sets like Yellowstone and in the movies like Wind River. Greeley Hatworks will have a booth at Mandalay Bay Marketplace, so if you're over there, please stop by and say hi to Trent and check out Greeley Hatworks. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, South Dakota, Adrian Shauneman. Thank you, Adrian. That's Adrian Shauneman, Miss Rodeo, South Dakota. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, Missouri, Alexa Daly. Thank you, Alexa. That's Alexa Daly, Miss Rodeo, Missouri. The perpetual crown worn each year by Miss Rodeo America is the property of Landstrom's original Black Hills Gold creations. A new crown was created in 2000 and was worn for the first time by Miss Rodeo America 2001. The new tiara is a duplicate of the two previous crowns, the first of which is now on display at the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association Hall of Fame in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The second tiara is now retired at Landstrom's headquarters in Rapid City, South Dakota. The crowns are made of Black Hills gold, alexandrites, pearls, and other precious stones, and have been made available to the Miss Rodeo America pageant each year since 1965. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo New York, Erica Broman. Thank you, Erica. That's Erica Broman, Miss Rodeo New York. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo Louisiana, Sydney Albritton. Thank you, Sydney. That's Sydney Albritton, Miss Rodeo Louisiana. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo North Dakota, Elise Burwell. Thank you, Elise. That's Elise Burwell, Miss Rodeo North Dakota. Las Vegas Events is an official partner of the Miss Rodeo America organization, assisting with logistics for the Miss Rodeo America pageant each December. There are so many benefits to doing an event in Las Vegas, but the icing on the cake is working with Las Vegas Events. LVE's 17-member staff has been developed to ensure each event is a success. They connect proven event producers, hotel properties, and sponsors, as well as provide all levels of support necessary, including marketing, event operations, venue selection, and overall coordination of support from the destination. Las Vegas is not only a great destination to hold an event, but the people responsible for assisting you ensure your experience will be a great one. We're grateful to Las Vegas Events. Miss Rodeo, Kentucky, Morgan Askins. Thank you, Morgan. That's Morgan Askins, Miss Rodeo, Kentucky. Our next contestant is Miss Rodeo, Nebraska, Bailey Lear. Thank you, Bailey. That's Bailey Lear, Miss Rodeo, Nebraska. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo, Hawaii, Noelle Tankeo. Thank you, Noelle. That's Noelle Tankayo, Miss Rodeo, Hawaii. Our next contestant, Miss Rodeo Oregon, Avalon Irwin. Thank you, Avalon. That's Avalon Irwin, Miss Rodeo Oregon. Our final contestant in round one is Miss Rodeo Washington, Lexi Hibbs. Thank you, Lexi. That's Lexi Hibbs, Miss Rodeo Washington. That concludes our first round of horsemanship this morning. We do have another round coming up. While we're going to take a short break to allow the horses to be prepared for the second round, we do have a couple of announcements. This portion of the competition for Miss Rodeo America is critically important. As you all know, Miss Rodeo America travels around the country all year long riding horses at various rodeos. And so Miss Rodeo America has established the Miss Rodeo America AQA Horse of the Year Award. This award is being given for an AQHA horse who Miss Rodeo America felt was the most outstanding horse she had the opportunity to ride during the year. The top 5 AQHA horses are Cappuccino, ridden at the Cody Stampede, registered name Fancy Jersey, owned by McNabb Livestock. Deuce, also known as Mr. Goose, ridden at the Snake River Stampede, registered as Master Diamond Doc, owned by Megan Cherrier-Pontia. Chrome, ridden at Wild Bill Hickok Rodeo, registered as Mr. Leap Day, owned by Dustin Lee Kimsey O'Connell. And Bo, ridden at the Kitsap Fair and Stampede, registered as Wink and Romeo, owned by Caitlin McKinsey. And the fifth top horse, Razor, ridden at the Stevensville Rodeo, registered as I'm Razor Sharp, owned by Bar None Performance Horses. And the 2022 Miss Rodeo America AQHA Horse of the Year, chosen by Haley Fredrickson, Miss Rodeo America 2022, is Diamond Doc, which is owned by Megan Cherrier-Pontia. We are so grateful for all of the people who gave Haley an opportunity to ride those horses during the year. Haley's in the arena. She has actually the plaque that is being presented. But we appreciate everyone who's given an opportunity for Haley to ride their horses. There's more information on those horses on the MRA Facebook post as well. While we're on a short break, I want to remind everybody that there's a 50-50 raffle. If you haven't purchased your 50-50 raffle tickets, please do that. We'll do that drawing at the end of the competition, but you have a chance to win some money. Last night it was $265. So if you buy a ticket, you'll have an opportunity to win half of the money that's collected.